Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Calling in all of those in the TikTok world as we are tapping into the energy of today, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles saying it's time to reach out and grab that which is for you. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I am your host, Chantel Sierra Kim, coming in for my day number 83 of Embracing the Queen Within. As you have seen me show up time and time again, tapping into universal energy, tapping into the Nine of Pentacles energy as we begin the reading, moving out of the fears and the illusions, joining in sacred community and sisterhood. Okay, this is how we're getting those things that we have asked for. Okay, going into our intuition, our knowingness, mending our broken heart and remaining tender and open in the process, allowing our hearts to remain tender and open in this process. We have 4 cards. We're going to get 3 more to close out this reading for today. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We are coming into the space, just prepping our cards. I hope everyone has had an amazing day and that your day is going well. As we tap into this universal fire, all is mine, moving out of the fear and the illusion into the truth of all that is, while we're still processing the shadow and the things in the dark. We'll get 1 more card and we will close out this tarot pull. Give thanks, bringing harmony and balance, bringing a place of equilibrium into this reading. So the energy that we're tapping into is here, the Nine of Pentacles. This is an energy of seeing your hopes and dreams come true. You know, that's the energy that I'm constantly pouring out into this frequency. Like, what is it that you really desire? You know, you've planted seeds and now it is definitely time to get the fruit. All right. And it says, I enjoy the bliss and abundance that I have sown. So this is a harvest time. We are in that energy of the fire horse energy, and things are happening very, very quickly as we are moving into this new vibration, this new creation, this new way of showing up. And for me, it's showing up, tapping into these tarot cards, tapping into the audience. Thank you all for your likes. Thank you for your follows. Thank you for your hearts. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your presence on the call. So we will tap into this energy, understanding that we can now enjoy the bliss and abundance of all that we have sown. This is where we are bringing the equilibrium, as above, so below. So you think, so it is. And this is the energy that creates the world around us in a mighty, mighty way. So that is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles says, I create an equilibrium in my life that allows me to be my best self. I create an equilibrium in my life that allows me to be my best self. Is that what we're working on? That's what I'm working on. This is the energy that comes to confirm that I am creating an equilibrium where practical spirituality meets holistic health. And in order to get there, we have to go into these deep waters of our emotions, those fears, those illusions, those things that keep us stuck, make us feel that we're drowning, keep us in the survival mentality. So we're moving out of that, as that is the moon energy, which is also a major arcana card, and it is major arcana card number 18. And it says, I am safe and I reach new levels of unconscious knowing as I surrender to the will of the universe. Are you surrendering to the will of the universe? The universe meaning your I am, coming from your seat of creation in that root chakra energy. Are you surrendering to knowing that which you desire? Are you allowing your passion and your purpose to burn like fire in your mind so that it'll give you that shot up in your bones, you know? And you begin to move and do things that you never thought you could. And that is the Ace of Wands energy. That is the beginning of all that you are creating, all that you are now harvesting actually from what you've already planted, what you've already sown, what you've already believed in, what you've already began to embody. This is where you begin to allow that to burn and bring forth the light you truly desire. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the love. Thank you for the hearts. If you haven't already joined my fan club, it's free. Please tap that fan club and join me, Ashe, so you won't ever miss one of my videos that come out every day for the next, I don't know, not so much 365 days, but today is day 83. So we're here and we remember. So this says, I seed my brilliant future with the roots of creativity and inspiration. What did I just say? What are you rooted in? What is it that you want to see? What is it you want to be? What is it you want to do? It is time to begin to do it, see it, and be it. Because this is the energy of growing, glowing, and flowing. This is the energy of remaining open to those things that we desire, not allowing our hearts to feel crushed. And that is the Three of Swords energy. Three of Swords energy says, my heart remains tender and open. My heart remains tender and open. So we are moving in the energy of our heart space, right? This is a time that we have to move from what we feel. What we know is only part of the puzzle. So what we know should come from this third eye vision. What you know shouldn't come by the illusion of the world that keeps you in fear and stagnation and stuck, but it should inspire you to action. These cards are building off each other, you see? So you're building into this new energy as your heart remains open, right? So we're coming up from that I am, I can, I do, I feel, I speak, I see, I know energy. So you have to bring it from your root where it said you have to remain open. Remain open to what your heart is leading you to do. And this is our High Priestess energy, which is another major arcana card. And it says, the High Priestess. It says, I have the answers I seek, and by following the truth, I will find them. I have the answers I seek, and by following the truth, I will find them. And the truth is truly what makes you free. What not sets you free, it makes you free. The moment you begin to align to your true, authentic self, the moment you begin to celebrate life with those around you in your circle, in your communities, the more you continue to look to the stars and look to your hopes, visions, and inspirations, the more you begin to see them literally show up in your reality. And you can celebrate that with those in your community. That is the Three of Cups energy. And it says, I connect into this sacred siblinghood and into this expansive experience of witnessing through time. When I hear that, it immediately makes me remember that everything that could ever possibly happen has happened, okay? It's up to us to shift into that frequency, into that vibration, tune into that channel that has it. This is an attraction work. So it's not only that we manifest through our actions, through our thoughts, through our intentions, and through our visualizations, but we also have to move into it. We have to witness it, even as if it's already here, even when it's not. This is the miraculous work, okay? And we have to move out of this fear of the illusion and the fear that it carries. So, Nine of Swords energy, it just reminds us that we have to keep our minds on the goal. Keep our fire and our passion burning, no matter what it looks like around us. Because ultimately, it's all an illusion, right? It's all an illusion. So it says, I see my fears as the illusions that they are. So we can work in the illusion of fear, or we can work in the illusion of passion to purpose and seeing our best life manifest right before our very eyes. And we begin to enjoy the fruits of our labor. Ashe? So look, Reverend Ike once said, work your mind so you don't have to work your behind. And I have really began to do that. You know, the more you think about those things that you see yourself doing, being, and having, the more opportunities will present to show you that that in fact is what you get to enjoy. So we are going into the chakra energy cards, since those are the cards I picked up to tune us into the frequency of this. As above, so below, equilibrium in flow. Okay, the first card that came out is forgiveness. Okay, and this is heart chakra energy. Sometimes we got to forgive ourselves. Sometimes we have to forgive others, and you can't make that up. The next card out was the balance. As I said, we were tapping into this energy of where we find ourselves now. This was the last card to come out. So it's about balancing our yin and our yang, our spiritual life and our practical life, and how we bring that into a space of forgiveness. Forgiving ourselves for being too hard on ourselves. Forgiving ourselves for being so caught in one vibration without being open to any other possibilities. Forgiving ourselves from not truly showing up for ourselves in the way that we know we should. This is all part of this shadow work, you know. It's not about other people. It's truly about you. Everything is, in fact, about you. You just get to bring it into balance. You get to build and grow with other people who are attracting the same outcomes and life experiences that you do. So it's an ebb and flow, but it definitely is also yin and yang, learning to balance that masculine energy with our feminine energy, that logic, and that it has to be this way, with that creative nurturing energy of, well, who says it has to be that way? We can have both, and it has to be in this space of balance. So we give thanks for that showing up again about balancing the equilibriums. So we'll read first the forgiveness from the cards. It says, my heart is full of unconditional love, and I forgive freely. Understanding that the moment we offer forgiveness to others, or really to ourselves first, we have the capacity to also forgive others, and know that we are all in this work together. This is like we're coming into this sacred siblinghood. Nobody has figured it out. We're all learning together, and those that are in your immediate circle are those who are mirroring you, so that you learn the lessons, so that they can learn the lessons. It's all for growth and expansion. So unconditional love is where we begin with this. filling our hearts with unconditional love for ourselves and also for others. That will bring us to this place of balance, harmony, frequency of ebb and flow, balance. Number 6. And 6 is also the energy of love as well. So it says, I am balanced in all aspects of my life. I am balanced in all aspects of my life. We have to learn to balance the energy of our I am, simple as that. We all have this universal knowingness. We all have access to all things. But how do we use those things to grow us, to glow us, to help us expand and have truly the most abundant life? Because life is not to be a struggle. It's supposed to be celebrated. And of course, imagination comes out as our souls are taking us on this journey of imagination. What do you imagine it can be? And do you believe that there is power in imagination? This comes out again. No one to blame but you if you don't believe what you are being sent to do. And you have to make a decision of what it is you want to do in order to see it come true. So, we give thanks for that. You have to be clear about what you want to do in order to see it come true. And you can't blame anyone but yourself when it doesn't. So imagination says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. As I said, work your mind so you don't have to work your behind. Okay? And then blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Give thanks. And indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. And these are both intuitive cards. Using our mind so we don't have to use our behind. Knowing that we have the answers when we take time to pursue them. So we are not blaming, we're taking accountability, we're using our imagination, being very clear and decisive about what it is you want out of your life. We never know how it's going to show up, but having a picture and a view of what it looks like also helps attract more opportunities for you to move in that direction. So the last cards we're going to pull for tonight are our ancestor cards. First card out is the Patriarch. Unapologetic. You have to live your life unapologetically in this spirit of creativity. We are creating worlds whether we know it or not. One more card from this ancestor deck as we're living unapologetically, creating. You can't make this up, y'all. The good juju, okay? So we're living unapologetic. We're utilizing our creative expression for the good juju, okay? This is bringing it all into action. So we'll read from the book, the ancestral message from each of these cards, starting with the number 4, the Patriarch. And it says, unapologetic, the Patriarch. It says, I owe no apology for walking in my power. I owe no apology for walking in my power, and neither do you. And then it goes on to say, act as if you are regal. Act as if you are powerful. Act as if you are wise. This is different. This is a different frequency than fake it till you make it. You have no need to fake anything. Your arteries and bones remember the royalty in your DNA. Woo! Woo! Your arteries and bones remember the royalty in our DNA. That is powerful, y'all. We have to act it because we are it. But it's not a fake it till you make it. It's an embodiment of it, okay? And you do that through your creative expressions. And this says, the creature of water, number 29. And it says, I am a creative force. Like I said, we are creating our realities, whether you know it or not. So what if you decided to use it intentionally to create the life you want? Starting in your mind, what do you see yourself doing, being, and having? And holding that vibration and doing the things in this now reality that mimics that. Because we are abundant. And this is the energy we're working with, where we are getting our harvest. It's time. It's now. Just reach out and grab it. And then ask how as you go. Okay? So the energy of this, the ancestral medicine for this card says, take time to experience. Creature of water saves us from ourselves with fairy-like knights in shining armor. Energy saving the damsel in distress. Are you moving too fast to reap the benefits of your blessings? My child, how can you go back and reap your harvest? Ooh, what did I just say? The harvest is here, y'all. Some of us has moved too fast. We've just swept by it because we are caught up in the motions of the matrix. Okay? Sometimes we have to slow down. And this also refers to Sankofa, going back and getting it. It's an ancient, it says this creature of water is the Akan animal spirit, the Sankofa heron bird. They come forward with the lucky energy of the Ghanaian goddess of the harvest. Asu, Africa. Asu, Afua. Sankofa means we must go back and get it. Sankofa here is the animal spirit that connects the past, present, and future. What did I just say, y'all? It's all finished. It's all on different frequencies. We just have to go back and get it. We have to tune in, tap in, and turn on that knowingness, that fire, that passion, that thing that keeps you going, and bring it back into this reality. And this is where that good juju come in. Good juju. This is the altar of fire. This is the altar of fire, the mind, y'all. You got to burn away the things that no longer serve so that you can receive the things that do. So good juju is all about you taking responsibility for your life, for your purpose, for being creative, being an inspiration to those around you and to yourself. So the good juju says, it is easy for me to be successful. How good can it get, y'all? It is easy for me to be successful. Take time to ponder that for a moment. Just as it's easy for us to fall into these cycles of repeat that don't serve us, it's also just as easy to begin to align to the new cycle, to the new flow, and to be successful as we go. So the ancestral medicine for this card says, set up an altar in honor of the fire goddess energy. From the flame-loving cobra goddess. And that's interesting because we are in the red serpent day today. Of the Egyptian of Egypt, the Madame Pelia, the Hawaiian volcano goddess. So celebrate your flame. Celebrate burning down those things that no longer serve so that you can begin to rise up into that phoenix, into that new you. It's not a fake it till you make it. It's a remembering of who you are. Remembering of why you were sent. Remembering what it is you were sent to do. And then partnering with people who can help support you and help reflect you as you do, because we are all in this together. We are all here for such a time as this. So if you are looking for a holistic self-care coach, if you are looking for someone to help you map out those steps of your next life journey, tap in. I'm your host, Chantel Sierra Tishakim, coming in again to speak up, fix crowns in the process, and also be hopefully a pillar of light in your light today. A pillar of light in your life today. May these words always touch you where you have been waiting to be touched. May they speak to you, not only your heart, but your mind and your seed of creation, as you activate living your life unapologetically, knowing that you get to choose. No one makes you do anything. Everything that we do truly does come back to us. And this is the time of our harvest. So begin to collect your fruit. Begin to collect those things that are here to support you on your journey, because you're here and all you got to do is remember. Until next time, I'm your host, Chantel Sierra Tishakim, speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. Until next time, you can find this whole video on YouTube, Circle of Sisters Table Talk page. Sistars, SISTAR, and I'll meet you there. Peace and love.